session. So for our final session, let me introduce Nushkan, who will be briefing us on wireframing tools. Over to you, Nushkan.
Yes, thank you, Lakshana. I think I'm audible.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Can you see my screen?
Can see. Yeah.
Okay. So we have come to the final stage of our session. So here we are going to talk about wireframing tools. So let's move on. I will introduce myself. I am Nushkan Nisme, third year undergraduate specializing in interactive media. Also, I am the Vice President of Interactive Media Student Committee and member of MS Club of SLIIT. So, why we need wireframing tools? Actually, in the first session, Chaturika showed that there was a diagram. So in there, I think you may seen that there are some several submissions to doing your ITP project. So there, I think you saw that UI submissions. So in order to submit UI, we have to have an understanding what is wireframing. So let's move on. Today we are going to talk about some topics and it is introduction to tools, Figma basic tutorial, typography and color theory. So introduction to tools. So actually, what is a wireframe? Wireframe is a low fidelity representation of a design. When you are speaking about fidelity, so there are two types of fidelities. One is low fidelity and the other one is high fidelity. So first, we talk about the low fidelity, means wireframe. So in this picture, you can see that this is a wireframe. This is what we called as wireframe. You can see it represents the information that will be displayed on the page. So you can see some informations are here, only the wireframes, sketches, and it gives an outline of structure and layout of the page. You can see some pencil or pattern outlines and some highlighted colors we used here and some directions. We can show the direction which page to the other page. So this is called wireframe. So you can see in wireframing, this is the example for the wireframe. So in wireframing, actually we don't use any graphical interfaces. You can see no images, no color buttons, only black and white and some blue for headings. So this is wireframing. So to design these type of wireframes, we use tools like OmniGraffle, Mockup, and Mockflow. Like you can search on the internet and go through it to have an idea. So next we are moving to the second one, which is called high fidelity. High fidelity means prototyping. Prototyping means you can see after the sketching stage, you can see here some a UI is here. So you may see that this is developed by coding. No, this is a design made by Figma. So in prototyping, actually you can use images, colors, and whatever you want. And so basically why we are designing a prototype. I will go with an example. So let's hope that you there is a client and you are the there is a web development team. So client asks some requirements and web developers come up with the design, or let's say they directly develop the website. And once we are giving it to the client and getting the feedback, so the client said, no, this is not the one I asked for. There are some different requirements I need. So the development team has to edit, or the he has to go through the code to change the item. It is a lot big process. So in order to reduce that, we use prototyping. So in here only you need to just combination of images, shapes, So you can show this prototype to the client, and once he give the feedback, you can change it here with the designing process. So for prototyping, we use tools like Figma, what we are going to talk about today. And also there are some tools like InVision, Adobe XD, and mostly you know this Microsoft PowerPoint. So let's move on to the Figma. So what is Figma? Why we use Figma? So I think most of you know about Figma, and actually this Figma is very familiar to the users who use it. And also we can communicate and keep an team communication in Figma. Also, it is shareable, which means if we say that there is a workspace in Figma and there are 5 users or 5 designers, and we have to design a UI. So at the same time, five or many of them can edit at the same time. So I will show you. In Figma, if you search it on Google, Figma, so you can see that there are 2 versions available in Figma. Actually, there is a desktop version. I am going to use today desktop version to demonstrate this Figma, and there is a web version as well. So you can log in and sign up and log in, and then you can use the web application as well as the desktop application. So there's an important thing in Figma. For the students, they provide a Figma education plan, which given some pro features in education plan. So you can search on Figma education and click on the first link, Figma for education, and you will be redirected to an page like this. And here, just click on get verified, and then you will navigate to a page like this. So here you have to fill the things student why are you using education plan, and to select the school name you have to type SLIT, not SLIIT, SLIT. So you can see the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology will appear here, and then fill these things also, and then submit it. Once you submit it, within 2 days you will receive an email that you can use the Figma education plan for free. So that's about Figma, and let's move on to a tutorial. So here, this you can see this is the web application. Sorry, this is the desktop application of Figma, and this is the main interface. You can see some. If you can see create some teams here. In order you can create a team. So if you are going to demonstrate or design the UI for the ITP, you can create a team and add the 8 members to the team, and then click on new design file. Then you will be redirect to a file, and you can simply rename the file name. And here, this is the workspace we are going to design. So there are some tools: move tool, scale tool, also frames. I will show you what is framing, and some shapes, pen tool, text tool, and hand tool. So if you are going to develop a mobile phone, you can see some frames available here. For the mobile phones, we can select a frame and drag and drop, or just select on it. So this is the mobile UI, and with the hand button you can simply drag it. And if you are going to design a desktop, or I mean web application or website, you can choose desktop. So you can see this is the mobile version and this is the desktop version. So let's see. So I want to create a button. So I can create a rectangle. So I can select the rectangle and create a button. So from here, you can drag this. Now it will appear as a button, and reduce the size, and you can change the color from the here. So let's go like this. And to type, also you can add some effects like shadows and edit it edit it from here. Like you can give a stroke. So we add a text here. So text. Yeah. And you can see this text is small. So in order to increase the size, you can see up in right hand side panel under the text option, you can change the font what you want and can change it to semi bold, bold, extra bold, light, italic, bold, like that. And you can increase the font size from here. Also, you can change the color from here and simply drag and drop. Now you can see the button is ready. Also, you can include some icons as well. So I will show you some. So here we have used icons. These are all icons, and this is a wireframe. Sorry, this is the prototype for an admin panel. So you can see some icons. How to get icons? So just search Figma free icons from these Figma icons for Figma. So you can get a copy. Let's get a copy to Taiwan. So here you can see some icons, free icons that provided by Figma available here. There are 1,000+ icons here. So you can use these icons to create a UI design. Let me show some UI designs created in Figma. You can see this is a home page, and we can create sign up page, also a login page, and let's see some products here. These are all created with Figma. So this is why we use Figma. This is a prototype. So when you are giving it to a client, you can see this is something is the prototype is. So once you play this one, you can see actually a website, a web prototype will be here, but it is not necessary to you. For you only have to design and give the just upload the wireframes. So here you can see this is called prototype. Okay, let's move on. I think you have an idea about Figma. So let's move on to the other topic we call it typography. So what is typography? Typography means the art of technique of arranging types sorry, to make a written language legible, readable, and appealing in display. So let's assume you are developing a professional standard web application. In that application, if you use fonts like this, you can see some examples in right side. So if you use fonts like this, it will reduce the standard. So in order to increase the standard, you have to have a standard in fonts. So there is a golden ratio for typography. There we use for section titles, we use 32 pixels. And for paragraph titles or headings, we use 20 pixels. So for descriptions, we use 12 pixels. So how I get this one? So actually, you can type in Google typescale.com. Once you go to their site, you can actually give a size that give it as 20. So you can select the golden ratio, whatever the scale you want. I select minor third, and here you can see we can use this for a heading, and for paragraph heading, this for descriptions we can use these sizes. So you can see the sizes from the left side, and you can add some more sizes, and from here also you can add any size you want. So I think you have an idea about typography. So when you are using, when you are designing a UI, keep a standard when you are having fonts. So the final topic is color theory. Actually, color is the powerful visual tool, and when you are going to design a web application, or maybe it will be a vector, so you have to build a color palette. So from that color palette, you can have an idea what are the colors you are going to use. So also, if you are using a brand, it has to be a color. Like you can see some examples here. SLIIT using blue and orange. Also, Facebook is using blue, light blue and white. So there are some colors, and it gives the identity. And when you are using colors, make sure to use natural colors. So keep it in mind, 5% of all web users are colorblind. So for that, we have to avoid confusing color combinations like this. You can see some examples here. So there is another technique called color theory. So in color theory, you can see some a wheel here. So when we are using warm colors, yellow, right? There is an beyond thing here, color theory. So warmer, cool. So I will show you some examples for next slide here. When we are using pink color, we use it to represent love, affection, and emotion. You can see some examples here. Search on the internet, you will get some outputs. And red color, we use it for fashion and boldness. Orange, aggressive and direct. Yellow, attention grabbing. Green, relaxing and natural. For blue, we use confidence and security. And purple, creative smoothing. Black, classical and elegance. So basically what I want to say is, if you are using, let's say for example, if you are using some natural products. So when you are using natural products, you can use the green color to display the naturality. So likewise, you can get an idea. I think I was had an idea about color theory, how to use the colors and when to use the colors. So just fun to know at the end. What is the color you would see in this dress? Some may see that this is, some may say that this is blue and black, and some others may say that this is white and gold. So actually, this is
you can put
blue.
put that in the chat box.
Chat box.
Yeah.
Actually, what is
Let's
the
wait,
color?
like 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
ඔගොල්ලෝ දාන්නකො බලන්න blue black ද පේන්නේ white gold ද පේන්නේ කියලා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට.
Yeah, I think we are having some answers like white and gold, blue gold. Yeah, different answers. Blue gold, white gold. Okay, white gold. Blue black. Actually, I got a different answer like blue gold. Okay. Blue black. Okay. Okay. Sandra, let's move on. We are running out of time. So actually, this is blue black. Actually, why we call it as blue black is the shop owner has an article published in Wikipedia. Search on the dress. The dress. So you can see in Wikipedia, he has an article here. You can read it and have an idea why he has why this is why we can see some different colors here. So that is color, and also you can see some checkbox is coming from light to dark, and it is changing. They are changing the color. So actually, this is called color theory. There are some, because previously I told you, color brings the identity. So I have to mention this.
Correct one is blue black, right?
Yeah, blue black. Blue black is the correct one. So we have come to the end, and for the references and for the slides I have referred from the user experience designing module in interactive media. So I think you will do a great job in your ITP project, and best of luck in your project. So thank you.
Thank you. So, sadly, guys, we have come to the end of our session. Also, we have published the link to join to our club, so you can register through that if you are interested. So, yeah, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the speakers on behalf of MS Club of SLIIT. I would also like to thank all the lecturers for their support and cooperation. To keep up to date with all the news and events about MS Club, you can follow us on social media. So yeah, once again, thank you all for joining this session. Thank you and have a good day.